So the first thing is to mask your last, so you can see we have done that. And then you draw your center line from your instep down to the cap. Then the next thing is to make sure that you get all the cardinal points. This is the counterpoint here, the counterpoint. And also this is our vamp line, and this is our quarter line. So you need all these things. I have made a video on how to get these points. Now measure from here down to this point 1 inch. 1 inch, that is going to be our instep point. You measure 0.4 inch. 0.4 inch. Then you take the drawing from that point, give it a curve at this point here, give it a curve. Then down here you're going to measure to this point 0.6 inch. 0.6, here is it. So you take this down to that measurement. Now you're going to take a curve at this point, at this vamp line here. You take a curve there to the quarter line. So hope you can see it. You see the vamp line, you see the curve. So now the next thing now is to take a measurement from your counterpoint down to somewhere around your quarter line. At this point you take a measurement of 3 inch from your counterpoint along the quarter line. So here is the 3 inch measurement, 3 inch. Now you take a line from your instep, see, leave about 0.2 inch, then you take a line. That's going to be our buckle strap. So you take it down to that 3 inch measurement. So now we are going to measure the width of the buckle strap from here down to this point. 0.7 inch. So you take the measurement from that first line, 0.7, take the measurement down to where the first line ended, 0.7 inch. That's going to be the width of the buckle strap. So after taking the measurement, you take down the line. And then you close it up at this point here. You close it up. So now from here we're going to take a line. There's going to be a shootout at this point here where the buckle is going to lie. So you see it crossing the buckle strap at this point here. See it? So from here you see it crossing the buckle strap. Now we are going to take a measurement from here down to here, ½ inch. So we're going to bring down the quarter line. So measure ½ inch from the quarter line down to somewhere here. You see it. So now we're going to take this curve. We're going to take the drawing from here, then take the curve to join it. So I hope you can see that. You see it? So now let's clean off these. Let's clean off some of these that we don't need, so that we will see the drawing properly. So you see what we have, and with this we are done with the drawing. Hope you can see that. So we are done. The next thing now is to cut out the pattern. See it? Hope you can see it. So now let's cut the pattern out. After cutting the pattern out, draw a straight line on your cardboard paper, and then you are going to align from the vamp point to the cap on the straight line. From the vamp point to the cap, you align it on the straight line. You're going to find out that from the vamp point to the instep is going to be above the line. So you take your time to make sure the pattern laps properly on your cardboard paper. I'm going to give some cuts at these points. Make sure while cutting, don't cut the vamp line. It is really going to be tactical here, so you're going to take your time to lap the pattern on the cardboard paper. Make sure you avoid too much crease, so that you will still have the pattern in shape after you must have pasted it properly on the cardboard paper. You just have to be patient about it. Take your time, don't rush it. Take your time, do it one step at a time until you have everything lapped properly on the surface. So now I think we have gotten it. We have gotten what we want. We have gotten what we want. So we are done with that. We're going to move over to the next step. Now retrace your vamp line and also retrace from your vamp point to the instep, and also from the vamp point to the cap. Make some adjustment where necessary. So right now we're going to add up our lasting allowance, and I'm adding 1.5 inch round, 1.5 inch. So we're going to do that round, add it up round. So we are also going to add our stitching allowance here, 0.4 inch. 0.4 inch as our stitching allowance. 0.4 inch. So you bring down this line, then 0.4, add it down to this point, then join your measurements to have your stitching allowance. And then also join the measurements for the lasting allowance. So we're done with that. Now we're going to extend your vamp line down to the lasting allowance, and with that we are going to cut the pattern into shape. Draw a straight line on your cardboard paper. It is time to spring the vamp. So we are going to cut down to this point. This is the low lateral instep point. So we're going to cut from the vamp line from both sides down to that point. Now you have to align the center line on the straight line. That's from the cap down to the instep. So once you have done that, use your masking tape to hold the pattern firm so that it won't move from that position. And with that, we have sprung the vamp. So you cut your marking dot, you see it, cut here, then you see this point here, you see it, where it started, then you cut this way, then this way, then here, and then your buckle strap around, you see it. So that is the next thing, and after that you fold your cardboard paper into two that will contain the pattern. Place the center line at the edge of the folding, and then you mark out the pattern. We're going to mark out only the pattern, leave the buckle strap. Leave the buckle strap just to mark out the pattern only. So we are done marking it out. You see, we're going to extend here because we're going to be folding it over. So I'm going to be adding extra 1 inch measurement, extra 1 inch measurement. So we have to fold it over so that the buckle strap can pass in between. So I add up 1 inch measurement, then you extend this line. So you retrace the pattern. Note this point, note here. Then retrace the whole thing to have the full sketch of the pattern. So remember this point, you remember here, see it, here is where the buckle is going to lie. It is also going to appear on the other side. After doing that, cut the pattern into shape. So cut out your marking dots, you see them, see it. So let's remove the pin. Always staple the pattern before cutting it into shape to avoid moving while cutting. So the pattern is ready, you see it. So note this point here. This is where the folding edge is going to be. So we're going to fold it this way, you see it. So the buckle strap is going to pass in between. So we're done with this. Then let's mark out the buckle strap. Fold your cardboard paper into 2. Place the center line at the edge of the folding and then mark out the buckle strap. After marking it out, retrace. And then cut it into shape. And with that, we are done with the buckle strap. So note the center of the buckle strap, it is very important. So you see it, the whole pattern is ready. We're done with the whole process. Then mark your facing, mark the facing of the pattern, don't forget that. So here's the facing, here we have the facing. So don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell icon to get updates, because more videos are still coming on the way. Have a nice day and see you in our next video.